Andy, so we got the World Cup starting next week, but I would love to get your thoughts on USA soccer and what your hopes are for the team and what you think the ceiling is with this current roster, coach, the makeup of U.S. soccer as it currently stands. What do you think best case scenario is for us?
I mean, anytime that the USA steps into a World Cup, obviously the first thing that we want to do is just get out of the group. It's pretty devastating when we don't. Being on home soil, I hope that gives us a pretty good advantage when it comes to our style of play, having the crowd being in behind us. I mean, we got a lot of defenders on this team. I've seen people saying there's people like eight center backs that, could come in and play at any time. So defensively, you feel you're loaded with a lot of depth, hopefully. But at the same time, we've got some guys that we really never had before. A lot of our players have always kind of been MLS, but with Weston McKennie at Juventus and Pulisic taking Milan to a very high level. Having those two guys in there, playmakers, something that could happen. Ricardo Pepe, he's a striker that can get behind the defense and finish it if he gives a scoring opportunity. I think it's more of a bunker down style, bend and not break, try to hit him on the counter attack and see what happens. Hopefully goalkeeping, that's always something. If your keeper plays well, you're going to be in the game. You look at Tim Howard, I mean, how many times did he keep us alive in a World Cup? So having that, we're going to need our goalie to step up, big saves, big stage. But the World Cup being in America, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see so much traveling coming into here. The games, doesn't matter who's playing. Tickets are expensive and hard to come by. So, yeah, I'm really excited for it and look forward to what lies ahead. Hell, we'd all love a quarterfinals run. Here in America, just having those games would be pretty awesome. I think back to some of the runs that Dempsey and Landon Donovan made, and you've got bars that are just packed with people that never really watch soccer. So, having it be a big success every 4 years will lead to hopefully growing the game within the USA itself.
Yeah. So it sounds like you're saying quarterfinals, that's probably where America's ceiling is, which is fair enough. And I think that's kind of, from what I've read, the ceiling that the best ceiling I've seen anyone give the U.S. here on its home soil. Assuming that is the case and the U.S. can't make it past the quarterfinals, which of the heavy hitters do you like?
For me, I don't know why, I've always enjoyed England soccer and would love for them to make a run. I think the fans are going to be showing up in droves for them, as they always do, especially being over in the USA, getting to travel. I think that'll be a team that secretly I'll be somewhat pulling for. You look at what Harry Kane's doing this year. He's actually gone off and scoring goals left and right for Bayern. I'd love to see them do well, but at the end of the day, it seems there's a Spain, Brazil, France, Argentina. One of those four I'd almost pencil in to make it into the finals, and from there it comes down to injury and who's healthier at that time, who's got better legs. Because when you get into those knockout rounds and you're putting on an extra half hour, and those guys are the amount they're running. Granted, they're in some of the best shape in the world, but it can really catch up to you down the stretch in the tournament.